President Donald Trump has nominated Brett Kavanaugh, a federal appeals court judge in Washington, to succeed Anthony Kennedy on the Supreme Court. If confirmed, the 53-year-old would make the Supreme Court solidly conservative, providing a 5-vote majority. Democrats are concerned the president's pick would undermine Roe v. Wade, that landmark 1973 ruling that upheld the legal right to an abortion. Kavanaugh was nominated to the appeals court by President George W. Bush and confirmed in 2006. He also served as a lawyer for Kenneth Starr during the investigation concerning President Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
So here to weigh in on the president's pick and the political battle for the confirmation is Morgan Lyon-Cotti here from the Hinckley Institute of Politics at the University of Utah. Thanks for being here this morning, Morgan.
Thank you.
So what else do we need to know about Justice Brett Kavanaugh?
It's actually pretty easy to find out everything we need to know about him. As Emily was saying, he has been in government for a long time. He has a long paper trail of those emails going back all the way to when he worked for Ken Starr. And then he's been on the federal court for over a decade and has many cases that he's ruled on.
And clerked for Justice Kennedy.
Absolutely. And he has all of those conservative credentials that Republicans were really hoping for.
Yeah, and that's what I want to get into here this morning. Where does he sit on key issues? I know Roe versus Wade is a big one that both Democrats and Republicans are keeping their eye on.
You'd actually think about sort of that stereotype of a conservative jurist, and he fits it. And some people are even saying that he might be one of the most conservative jurists on the Supreme Court, just to the left of Clarence Thomas, who is very conservative. So he will hedge on Roe v. Wade when asked about it. Nobody wants to come out and say exactly how they feel, but he has ruled on abortion cases in the past and in a conservative way.
And so we expect that to continue, which of course in the Senate confirmation hearings, which begin this morning, right? That's the first time we start hearing from that.
He's on the Hill. He's meeting with senators today. They're wasting no time.
Right, and of course that's the huge political battle that this is all part of, because we know that the president wants to get him in before the midterm elections. How likely is he to be confirmed before the elections in November?
It always takes a couple of months, even in the best case scenario. But when he was nominated for the D.C. Circuit Court, it took a couple years. It took 3 years almost to get him on the court. So we could see a prolonged battle, probably not that long again. But we see that there are Democrats in risky seats that need to get elected in the Senate. And we also have some moderate Republicans who've always, the president and other conservative senators have really had to work hard to win over on these nominations.
So do you think the Democrats, how hard are they going to push back on this nomination before the election day?
If Chuck Schumer's statement last night is any indication, they're going to push very hard. And Republicans were very successful at making this a key point in the 2016 presidential election, saying we need to be in power so that we can nominate the justices we want. And Democrats are trying to do the same thing this time. We'll see how successful they can be.
Yeah, Republicans had their turn go around before the last election, and of course everyone remembers what happened, that they put off that nomination until after the election. So we'll see what happens here. If you want to keep up with the Hinckley Institute of Politics and what they're doing there at the University of Utah, we have a link on our website, goodforutah.com/GMU. Talking this morning with Morgan Lyon-Cotti here from the Hinckley Institute. Morgan, thanks for being here with us as always.
Thank you.
You betcha. Emily, over to you.